Have you ever felt eyes watching you in the dead of night? In a dimly lit bedroom, Emily discovered an antique doll at a flea market. Its porcelain face eerily lifelike with glassy eyes that seemed to follow her every move. She placed it on her dresser, admiring its vintage charm. But as midnight struck, subtle shadows began creeping across the walls, unnatural and alive. The room grew colder, and a faint whisper echoed, too soft to discern, sending shivers down her spine. Little did she know, the doll's curse was awakening. Emily tried to sleep, but the flickering lights from her bedside lamp kept her awake, dancing unnaturally as if manipulated by invisible hands. Suddenly, the doll's puppet strings, long forgotten, twitched on their own, pulling taut against the wood. Ghostly whispers grew louder, murmuring ancient curses in a language she couldn't understand. Fog began to rise from the cracks in the floorboards, filling the room with a chilling mist. Her heart raced as she sat up, staring at the doll, which now seemed to smile wider than before. The tension mounted as the shadows coalesced into humanoid forms, slinking closer to Emily's bed. The doll's head turned slowly toward her with a creak, its eyes glowing faintly in the dim light. Whispers turned to low, menacing laughter, echoing off the walls. Fog thickened, obscuring her vision, while the lights flickered more violently, plunging the room into brief darkness. Emily reached for her phone, but it flew from her hand, pulled by an unseen force. Panic set in as she realized the doll was no mere toy. It was possessed. Desperation gripped Emily as the puppet strings extended like tendrils, wrapping around her wrists, pulling her toward the doll. The whispers became screams, revealing the tragic story of a vengeful spirit trapped within. Lights exploded in a shower of sparks, and the fog churned like a storm. She fought back, but the possession was inevitable. The doll's eyes locked onto hers, drawing her soul in. In a final twist, Emily's reflection in the mirror showed her own face morphing into the doll's, a chilling merge of flesh and porcelain. The room plunged into total darkness, the fog swirling madly. Suddenly, the doll lunged from the dresser, its tiny hands clutching at Emily's throat with supernatural strength. A blood-curdling scream pierced the air as the lights flashed back on in a blinding burst. In that instant, the doll's face contorted into a demonic grin, eyes blazing red. Emily's body went limp, fully possessed. The screen cuts to black with a final jump scare, the doll's face filling the frame, whispering directly to the viewer, "You're next."